WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. A Georgia-based company announces a major upgrade to its Northeast Mississippi plant. As our Allie Martin reports, the investment in new technology is also adding more jobs.
The new corrugator is an investment in this plant, and it's a long-time company.
WestRock will install a new 132-inch corrugator to replace an existing 87-inch machine, meaning the Saltillo plant will produce larger cardboard boxes for customers worldwide.
Appliance equipment, you're looking at lawn care equipment. So we have just all kinds of products that go into what we make.
WestRock has undergone several name changes over the years, but they've made the same materials at the plant since 1971. Company officials could have put the massive corrugator at any of WestRock's locations, but chose the Saltillo plant for one reason.
As we look at markets to invest in and things that make sense to us, and you start putting pen to paper, and really what we've seen come out of here from a results standpoint, I mean, this plant has really stepped up, performed at a high level, and they've done it safely.
While the upgrade is a big boost for WestRock, it's also being seen as another sign that a more robust national economy is being felt in Northeast Mississippi.
They're evidently getting a lot of orders in and making boxes to ship all kind of parts all over the world. So, you know, I guess the box industry would be a very good economic indicator for the world. So we're glad to see everything growing and doing so well.
The equipment should be installed by September and is expected to add 25 jobs to WestRock's payroll. In Saltillo, I'm Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Well, the controversy in Choctaw County about taxpayer dollars paying for a Winston County medical clinic seems to be dying down. Parker King, he attended the Choctaw Regional Medical Center Board of Trustees meeting this afternoon. He has more.
Choctaw County residents voiced concerns on claims taxpayer money was going across county lines into Winston County. While this claim is true to an extent, Hospital Board of Trustees President Rick Jenkins offered some clarification.
We're not sticking money in Winston County. We're sticking money in a clinic we have in Winston County, and every bit of the revenue comes right back to Choctaw County.
Jenkins said in 2015, when trustees first approached supervisors about the Louisville facility, the rent could have been cheaper, and the large sum of $360,000 wouldn't have been a problem.
If they would co-sign a note to the Board of Trustees, for the Board of Trustees, then that $360,000 the owner was going to forget.
A lot of different angles were discussed. The board at the time decided it was not in the best interest of the county to buy the building.
And when they decided not to do it, they said, well, we'll just pay the $365,000 and we'll also help you out on the $22,000 a month rent.
Keep in mind, this was at a time when Louisville had no hospital and doctors without a place to work. So both boards had to act fast.
Now that lease, sure, more money than what we wanted to spend. But we were kind of tied in that if we were going to get these doctors, we had to pretty well do the best we could do.
3 years later, the hospital is doing better overall, thanks to expanding its footprint.
Which is something that we were told early on to do so that we could become more marketable towards other larger hospitals to look at us.
And in June, a new lease is planning on being made, one that won't require any taxpayer money to go into Winston County.
One that they can do on their own, and in doing so, continue to increase our footprint, not only in Louisville. You know, I can see us in the years to come to expand further out.
That was our Parker King reporting. Time now, though, to turn things over to weather. Let's get a first look at our forecast with meteorologist Amanda Reynolds. And Amanda, it's cold again, and I don't like it.
Too bad. We have one last night of below freezing or close to freezing temperatures. Right now here in Columbus, 44 degrees, relatively calm winds. Again, tonight we'll be down close to freezing, around 34 here in Columbus. A little bit cooler up to the north. There is a frost advisory for North Mississippi, so they'll be seeing a little bit cooler temperatures, even colder right along the Tennessee border. More on when we could see a warm-up coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Amanda. Well, a Columbus police officer suspended after being pulled over and testing positive for alcohol in his system. Well, last night, Columbus City Council voted to suspend Sergeant Louis Alexander. Well, he was stopped by Starkville police on March 9th. Well, in this dash cam video, you can see the truck swerving. Well, that led to the off-duty Columbus officer being pulled over on Highway 12. The officer asked Alexander to step out of the vehicle. Here's what happened next.
How much did you have to drink tonight, Mr. Alexander? Well, we did I had about two and a half, at least 2.5. Yeah. All right. You're showing signs of impairment. Okay. So I'm going to have to check you out, okay? Okay. All right.
Alexander was given a breathalyzer test, and Chief Nichols says a representative of the Columbus Police Department was called out about the traffic stop.
Did he get back to Columbus?
He was transported to Columbus, to the best of my knowledge, by someone from the police department there.
So a city vehicle?
I'm not sure how he got back.
Well, when asked whether a city employee picked Alexander up in a city vehicle while on the clock, Columbus officials called it a personal matter. We've asked if there is a city policy about this type of issue and have not received a response. The first woman from Mississippi to serve in the U.S. Senate will be Cindy Hyde-Smith. Governor Phil Bryant made the announcement this morning in Hyde-Smith's hometown of Brookhaven to a gathering of supporters. Hyde-Smith currently serves as State Agriculture Commissioner. She will hold the office until a special election in November. The winner of that election will serve the rest of Thad Cochran's term.
Well, the cold air won't be here for long. We'll continue warming up, but with the warm-up, we'll also see the chance for more showers. Will be significantly warmer by the weekend. More on that coming up right after the break.
Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Amanda Reynolds.
Well, we saw a mix of clouds and sunshine earlier on this afternoon, but I'm going to step out of the frame and play this time lapse over downtown Tupelo. Again, notice the clouds gradually start to clear, and then we were treated to a pretty nice sunset over downtown Tupelo, as well as Columbus and Vernon as well. Pretty nice sunset across the area this evening. Now, right now, cooling down pretty significantly. We're down into the 40s across much of the area. This is our live look over downtown Tupelo. Again, mostly hanging out in the low 40s, but notice everyone under clear skies. Those clouds are gone. Now, as we go forward through the rest of the overnight hours, we'll drop down into the mid 30s for most, but especially across the northern tier, we could be down close to or below freezing, and that has prompted a frost advisory for all of North Mississippi and a freeze warning for extreme North Mississippi right along the Tennessee border and all the way up into parts of Tennessee as well, where they will be expected to go well below freezing tonight. But fortunately, the warm air going to start to return tomorrow. Will be in the low 60s as a high, but notice plenty of sunshine. We'll continue to see at least some light northwesterly winds, but it won't be as cold nor as windy as we saw today as we go forward through tomorrow. But high pressure just off to our south, that's going to keep us clear through the day tomorrow. By Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we could see a few more clouds build in, as well as the chance for some showers. Now notice that cold front will kind of sing to the south, and as it does, it could spark through those showers. But as we go into the weekend, not going to be a washout by any means, but we are keeping some low-end rain chances on the board. So let's actually jump forward to the 7-day forecast. Again, plenty of sunshine for the day tomorrow. We'll be in the low 60s, and then Friday and beyond will be back in the 70s, but even warmer for the weekend by the mid and upper 70s. But again, we will have the chance for a few of those showers through the weekend, a better chance for those rain showers as we go into Monday and beyond.
So basically, Amanda, you're telling me to suck it up until this weekend. All right, well, no matter the language, the secret to good teaching is the same: connect with students. Our Educator of the Week, Kimberly Martinez, is a French teacher at Noxubee High School and says learning a different language can open many doors for students. Martinez says while learning French, her students are improving their English. The trick is connecting with the culture and the teacher.
Mrs. Martinez brings a happy spirit every day when we step foot in the classroom. Mrs. Martinez, you learn so much in her class, from the fundamentals of French or the culture, and every day is guaranteed to be fun.
You build trust just by being there for them and creating exciting lesson plans where they know that they're going to have an exciting day of learning.
To nominate a teacher, just visit our website, WCBI.com.
WCBI's Educator of the Week is brought to you by Food Giant, where your neighbors are the owners.
Welcome back, everyone. In tonight's Health Talk with Baptist, we look at ways you can save time, money, and calories while you're planning your home menus.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Villapando, registered dietitian at Baptist Memorial Hospital, Golden Triangle. Tonight, we will discuss how to go further with food while reducing food loss and waste. We all like to get the most bang for our buck. Healthy eating habits provide numerous benefits, from fueling our daily activities to preventing and managing diseases. But what happens when these foods are not eaten and thrown away? We should consider ways to cut back on food waste. Consider the foods you have on hand before buying more at the store. Prepare meals and snacks in advance, such as over the weekend, to enjoy throughout the week. Create a grocery list from planned meals and recipes that you want to prepare, and then shop accordingly. Buy only the amount that can be eaten or frozen within a few days. Get creative with leftovers. Transform dinner into another meal, soup, salad, or sandwich. Save time and money by cooking in bulk and freezing pre-portioned servings. Be mindful of portion sizes when filling your plate to manage calories and reduce food waste. Shop your local farmers markets for fresh produce and support businesses in your area. Routinely use proper food storage and good food safety practices. Remember, managing food resources help us to save on both nutrients and money. Who doesn't want food to go further? Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, when we will discuss how to use herbs and spices to flavor food when cooking.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital, Golden Triangle.
Well, coming up, we check in with Hail State Hoops in Kansas City as the Bulldogs prepare for the Sweet 16. Next in sports.
Here's WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
2 down, 2 to go in the Kansas City Regionals. Hail State Hoops is 2 wins away from returning to the Final Four. It only gets tougher from here on out, though, as the Bulldogs have a difficult road to make it to Columbus, Ohio. WCBI's Tom Ebel checks in from Kansas City with a preview of what's to come. Tom?
Thank you, Robbie. I'm here in front of the Sprint Center in beautiful downtown Kansas City, the site of the NCAA Women's Basketball Sweet 16 and Elite 8. The madness of March has claimed victims on the men's and women's brackets, but here in Kansas City, it'll be a battle of the top 4 seeds of Mississippi State, Texas, UCLA, and NC State for a trip to Columbus, Ohio for the Final Four. But as for the 1 seed Bulldogs, taking on a very tough NC State team out of the ACC, we'll have much more from head coach Vic Schaefer and the Bulldogs coming up Thursday, as they'll have practice in the morning. Make sure you tune in to WCBI Sports all throughout the day Thursday, as well as our social media accounts. You can follow me at Tom Ebel WCBI for all things Bulldogs here in Kansas City. Reporting here in front of the Sprint Center, Tom Ebel. Robbie, will send it back to you in Columbus.
All right, thanks, Tom. That Sweet 16 matchup with the Bulldogs and Wolfpack will be Friday, 6 p.m. We'll have more from Tom coming up tomorrow. NC State, by the way, 26-8 overall. They're 8th in the country in rebound margin. That's where they sort of make their hay. So Vic Schaefer probably going to be doing a bunch of box-out drills leading into that game against NC State. So we'll look forward to more from Tom in Kansas City tomorrow. Well, to the fellas, Mississippi State ready to head up to New York City for the NIT semifinals. The Bulldogs did work on Tuesday night and are ready to keep this postseason run going. We know the Bulldogs who they're playing, Penn State. Now we know when they're playing. 8:30 p.m. our time. You can watch the game on ESPN. And how crazy would it be if Western Kentucky and Rick Stansbury won along with MSU, and the NIT championship game would be Rick Stansbury playing against his old, or coaching against his old team. lot of irony there, but we'll see how it all plays out. Yours truly will head up to New York City coming up Sunday, so we will have coverage with both the men's and women's Bulldogs teams coming up this weekend. All right, to News Park we go. MSU softball on a historic run this season. Tonight hosting Central Arkansas wearing their teal uniforms to honor teammate Alex Wilcox in her fight against ovarian cancer. MSU's up 1-0 in the third. Now they're going to be up 3-0. Reggie Harrison, 2-run shot to left. State goes up 4-0 after 3. In the fourth, Sarai New, you are so not catching this one. 3-run shot to center. State goes up 7-0, and after that it was all Cassidy Knutson. She finished with 8 strikeouts and 5 innings of work. She just gave up 1 hit. State now has their best 30-game start to a season. They win 7-0 tonight. They're now 26-4 overall. MSU baseball in action tonight. The Diamond Dogs, by the way, I want to mention State won over Texas Southern 11-6. To Ole Miss in baseball, senior Will Golson was selected as one of the 30 candidates for the 2018 Senior Class Award on Wednesday. Golson was elected one of 2 team captains by his teammates this season, and he has provided leadership on and off the field in the Rebel locker room. The exercise science major has been named to the SEC Academic Honor Roll for 3 straight years, maintaining a 3.4 GPA. He's been a big-time starter in center for the Diamond Rebs this year as well. Speaking of Ole Miss, we're back at football. The Rebels back to work in the spring as they keep building depth and toughness going into the 2018 season. Ole Miss will host practice at Vaught Hemingway Stadium this Saturday. That will be open to the public, and the Rebels will continue their Year of the Fan on Sunday when they host a Fan Pro Day, so fans will get a chance to run the 40, do other drills and such like that. For head coach Matt Luke, coming back from spring break has been all about reestablishing a toughness and attitude going towards the Grove Bowl.
I just want to see us continue to build on physicality and be a physical football team and just keep building on that. You know, I think it's always a balance. You want to be physical, but you don't want to get anybody hurt. So there's always that balance. But when we go and we start a practice with red ball, we do inside run. I want to see those periods be physical. I want it to be fast. I want it to look like a SEC team. When it's time to go, I want them to go. I just want to keep building on that.
So we'll continue to follow Ole Miss as they lead up to the Grove Bowl. We'll talk a little more Mississippi State football these coming weeks as well as they started spring practice yesterday, the first spring practice of the Joe Moorhead era. If you didn't get a chance to take a look at our coverage from Mississippi State spring ball, we have it up on our website from last night on WCBI.com. So we'll have much more with the Hail State Hoop Squad in Kansas City coming up tomorrow, leading up to the Friday game. We're hoping we're going to be there until Sunday, then on our way to Columbus, Ohio, and then I'll be in New York City, and then we'll all try to survive. That's it for sports. We'll get a last look at your forecast next.
One more chilly night in store. Will be in the low 30s tonight, but then we'll warm up going forward through the rest of the week. Low 60s tomorrow. We'll be in the 70s by the time we get to Friday and beyond. The one catch, we will have the chance for some showers once we get to Friday and beyond, but overall not going to be too bad of a weekend. We'll be in the mid and upper 70s, and then we'll see a good bit of sunshine, but also some clouds.
The weekend looks pretty much perfect, so
pretty nice.
I'm not complaining. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.